Hey guys, this is Fire from InDepth Gaming. We're bringing you a game review. This time we're checking out the game Area 86. This game releases October 7th and was developed and published by SimDev. So what is Area 86? Area 86 is an escape room style puzzle game where you're a little robot thrown into one of 6 levels that are currently available in the game, with more to come according to the developers, that allow you to try to use your brain to figure out ways to escape and complete the levels. In the game, you're presented with various challenges that you need to try to complete, known as tasks. If you look in the top left corner of the screen, we can hit the menu button on the controller and you can see all the tasks that we need to do to escape the room that we're in. It can vary from you needing to do all of them to needing to do every single task in the game. Now, the game is very simple into how it operates. There's really nothing too complex or too difficult. It's more just, it'll take you some time to complete all the puzzles. The controls are actually very simple. Nothing is too difficult in that sense. Stuff that you might find more difficult in the game is literally just going to be completing the puzzles. Now, as you can see, we've done 4 of the 6 challenges. This is the first level of the game. None of these challenges are too overly difficult. As you progress into the later stages of the game, you will probably spend a lot of time trying to knock out the levels. Now, one cool feature the game does offer, though, that I'm a big fan of, if you've heard me talk about it in any prior reviews, there is a leaderboard system. It allows you to see if you are the fastest in the world at completing a level. You don't have to do all the tasks, it's just getting into the level and getting out the door. Currently the world record's 11.383 seconds. Maybe you can hop in the game and beat it yourself. There'll be a leaderboard for every single level in the game. As well as the tasks, there is also special items that you can find. They don't show in your game anymore once you've found them and you load back into like a future level. But it is pretty neat and a little diversive in itself. So this game is actually a lot of fun for what it is as a puzzle game. It's very simple to learn. You just have to take your time and have some patience. There's already some guides going up. We have a couple guides up on the channel right now helping walk you through some more of the frustrating achievements and tasks that you need to complete in the game. But aside from that, it is really fun to play. The game is not overly difficult whatsoever. From the standpoint of learning how to play it, it is difficult, and the standpoint of some of these puzzles are really challenging. I've beat all of the levels in the game. I have not beat every one of the puzzles. There are some that I still can't even figure out, and even with Dream trying to play the game and us talking it out together, we're still quite frustrated, but we're still having a rather fantastic time playing the game. You can kind of break every single thing you want in the game. There isn't really anything off limits. Sometimes you need to complete specific puzzles prior to getting to go to certain areas or unlock the next challenges or tasks. If you ever start to get lost, you can always hit that menu button in your controller and see what you need to do to complete your challenges and what's left to do in the game. Some of the challenges can be a little difficult and might take you some time. One of my tips and advice is, don't be afraid to use objects in different ways. So, like for this challenge, for example, we have to flip this lid. Instead of just trying to hit the lid from underneath to flip it, which might shove it inside the box, which we're really close to doing, try jumping on top of it and like shaking it out. It might take you a couple attempts, but you'll eventually be able to complete the tasks. And, not every puzzle has one clear way to solve it. Some of the puzzles have different ways to complete them, depending on how you want to tackle. If you watch any of our videos on putting things inside the converters, stacking boxes definitely makes your life a lot easier in that sense. But it is a lot of fun nonetheless. And also trying to traverse the map and navigate around is a great experience. Achievement-wise in this game, the achievements are not overly difficult. You basically just need to complete the game. Some of the more skill-dependent or puzzle solution challenges and stuff that you need to complete might take a little more time or an effort from your end, but in the end it's not an overly complex game. It is really fun if you are a puzzle-esque fan. You can do all kinds of stuff in this game, and that's really what's exciting about it. Like, you're not ever just in one option. Sometimes you have to just use your brain in a different way that maybe you didn't think about doing. And that's one of the cool things that this game offers. And you just have to, you know, just trial and error. A lot of the times it is just going to be trial and error trying to do anything in this game, but you will eventually get it through time. You know, and explore as much as you want and as much as you possibly can. If things don't work, you can always start the game over. Just hit the menu button and restart. And then, you know, if you get stuck, you know, take a break. Go back into the game later. You don't need all the items. You don't need to complete all the tasks to progress through the levels. So don't feel like you have to do every single thing. It's a really nice offering from the game. As far as the game and the price point, we don't exactly know the price yet for the game. They don't have it fully listed in the Xbox store yet. So sorry about that. We will link a guide, or we will put a link in the guide to the True Achievements page for the game, which once they actually have an updated store link, you'll be able to access it through there as well. You can also find our guides there, guides on the channel. As far as rating this game for what it is, I'm going to give Area 86 a 7 out of 10. The reason I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is I would have liked to just had a lot more out of this game, and it would have been a lot fun to be able to play the game with a friend. Either in couch co-op or Xbox Live multiplayer, they already integrated leaderboards into the game. It would have been really nice to see, you know, other stuff come into the game and being able to just do it with your friends, because that's kind of what makes escape rooms. Like, you play them with your friends. You're never alone. And for that reason, that's why I'm going to knock the game down to a 7 out of 10. I would give it so much more if there was just more to do. Since there's not much more to do beyond the current 6 levels in the game, you know, I'm hard-pressed to give it any higher rating than what we are giving it already. It is a lot of fun, though, so if you have a couple extra bucks, depending on what the price point comes out as, I'm going to highly recommend picking the game up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you like the review and want to know any questions about the game, let us know down below. Aside from that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys next time.